Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. So today we will be doing a tag video. This tag video was started by Simply Aisha. I'm definitely gonna link her channel down below. And this is all about fragrance personality. Pretty cool stuff. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Roxanne and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you decided to come back, big up your whole self. Truly, truly appreciate your continued support. And if you have not already subscribed, now is the time, y'all. Now is the time to hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload. Alright, as always, let's talk about my scent of the day. So today I am wearing Amorous Femme from MFK, but this one is the Extrait de Parfum. So to me, this one is like a kind of resinous, sweet, there's some florals in here. So there's amorous, of course, and then there's some vanilla, there's iris, and that iris is the iris that makes it a little bit powdery. It's not lipsticky, it smells like powdery to me. I have both Amorous Femme and the Extrait. I actually prefer the Extrait as evidenced by the dent. But yeah, this is a fragrance that I find to be very versatile. You could wear it anywhere, anytime. It's not overpowering, so I wore it to work today. It's not something that's overpowering or anything like that. So it gives me about 6 hours on the skin. I live in my little scent bubble, so it's not beast mode or anything like that. But yep, scent of the day is Amorous Femme from the house of Francis Kirk Deschamps. Okay, so let's get into this tag. I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun. I hope you like it too. But anyway, so the way Aisha set it up, she has like, I think it was 13 questions, and you kind of answer the question and you answer with the fragrance that corresponds to the question, obviously. So the first question is, what is your boss babe scent? And the way she explained it, it's like, what is the fragrance that you put on when you know you have like an important meeting, you know, that you're gonna be leading the meeting, you're in charge. What fragrance makes you feel like you're in charge, feel like you're put together, etc. So my choice is this one right here from the house of Xerjoff, and this is La Capitale. So La Capitale, I did speak about this fragrance in my Boss Babe fragrance video. And this one definitely fits the bill for me. So it opens with some really girly things. So it opens with strawberry. There's some caramel. I think there's some peach. But what makes it super interesting to me is the leather in the middle. There's some leather in the middle. There's some saffron in the base. So that gives the fragrance just a little bit more of an edge. So that's why I find it to be like, you know, when I wear it, I do feel bossy. Ask anybody. I'm the boss when I have my La Capitale on. So this fragrance typically gives me about 6 hours on the skin. I got a dent in here, y'all. Just saying. 6 hours on the skin. Sillage, projection, I would say is moderate. But I really do enjoy this fragrance on the days I'm just feeling like Miss Thang. And yeah, so I usually grab for that. So this is La Capitale from the house of Xerjoff. Okay, so the next question was, what is your go-to bedtime scent? I think I've already told you guys that I do wear fragrances to bed. It's, you know, it's a must. Like, who doesn't? So my favorite go-to, or one of my go-to bedtime scents, is this one right here. And this is Juicy Couture Gold. This fragrance is, to me, it's like a really playful, sweet kind of caramel. They're really nice to like cuddle, and you know, my guy enjoys it, so it's like the perfect scent to wear to bed. It's not overpowering. So there's some berries in the opening. I know there's caramel somewhere in the fragrance. There's also some vanilla. I mean, I don't wear this out of the house at all. And so in terms of performance on the outside, I have no idea how it performs outside. But I do know, like, when I wear it to bed, I could still smell it before I fall asleep. But I definitely don't get a whiff of it on the sheets when I wake up the next day. But yep, this is my go-to bedtime scent. And it is a Juicy Couture Gold. Okay, so the next question is, which fragrance is a hug in a bottle? So basically, which fragrance do you gravitate towards when you're feeling down and you just want your fragrance to hug you? You want to feel that comfort from the fragrance. So my choice is this one right here. It's Bianco Latte. So Bianco Latte, just for me, that's what it does. Like, oh my gosh. It is the most delicious vanilla, like vanilla bean ice cream scent to me. And when I wear it, I feel like it's just all enveloping. It hugs me. It makes me feel good about myself. Huh, y'all didn't know fragrances could do that. Now you know. But yeah, Bianco Latte. So in here, what do we have? We have some caramel. We have some honey. Of course, there's some vanilla. So it's like a creamy, but not truly lactonic fragrance, if that makes any sense. So you spray it on and it just feels like, literally, like there's a cloud that you're sitting on and that cloud is actually hugging you. I wear this fragrance a lot to bed also, but I do wear it around the house when I'm feeling kind of, blah, and it does pick up my spirits. So when I wear it to bed though, in the morning, I'm definitely smelling this all over the sheet. So the performance, I think, is good. The sillage, I don't think it's like a booming fragrance. It's just giving me a hug. And that's all it needs to do, hug me. Because that's what I need it for, to give me that hug in a bottle. So, yep, for my hug in a bottle, this is Bianco Latte from Giardini di Toscana. Okay, so next question. Which fragrance is your secret weapon of mass seduction? I have a few. I really do. But the one I chose was this one right here. And if you've been watching my channel, I think you know. This one right here from La Perla. It's La Perla's Possibilities. I feel my sexiest self when I put this fragrance on. It just does something to my psyche. And like Aisha said, it's not really about how anybody else feels about the fragrance. It's about how you feel when you put that fragrance on. And La Perla's Possibilities, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am, yes sir. Oh, this is such a sophisticated, feminine, it's so unexpected. It's gorgeous. There's freesia, blackcurrant, there's rose, Aki Gallowwood, Mexican vanilla, and the way it's blended, it's so different. It's just different. It's just sexy. It's a fragrance that, like, it's spicy but sweet. Let me tell all you something. La Perla's Possibilities, this one is my weapon of mass seduction. Yep, nobody could tell me anything different because I love wearing this. I love the way it makes me feel. When I wear it, gets me 6+ hours on the skin. I do get compliments, especially from men. Yeah. I love it. I love this fragrance, and it's definitely a fragrance that makes me feel uber sexy. La Perla's Possibilities. So the next question is a really interesting one. Which fragrance do you have in your collection that you never pull for, or really seldom pull for, but you just can't let it go for whatever reason. So that one for me is Creed's Love in White. I never wear this fragrance anymore. Like, I've had this thing for at least 2 years, and the line is still up here. I prefer to wear the Love in White in summer, which to me it just wears better on me. So this fragrance it's really, I think it's a really classy, you know, exquisite kind of vibe, but it's a heavy white floral. So it opens with some fruit. I think it's mandarin, but then it goes into some floral notes. You have some magnolia, some Italian jasmine, and then there's a rice note in here. It's a powdery fragrance, so some people might feel like it leans a little bit, you know, mature or whatever, but I'm mature, so I don't mind. I just don't pull for the thing, okay? I don't know why, but for some reason, I still can't let her go. So yeah, this is my fragrance that I never pull for, but I have issues letting her go. So Love in White from the House of Creed. Okay, so the next question is, what is one of your favorite fragrances that you just don't pull for enough? It's your favorite, it's one of your favorites, but you just don't pull for it. So mine right here is Talea from the House of Tiziana Terenzi. So I don't know what, child, it might be the price. Truth be told, it might be the price why I'm not pulling for it. But I love this fragrance. I absolutely love this fragrance. There's pear, there's Bulgarian rose, and of course it has that, you know, Tiziana Terenzi, you know, DNA with the musk and some woodiness in the base. It's a fruity floral fragrance. However, it's an elevated fruity floral, fruity floral fragrance in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know why I don't pull for Talea as much. And I live in Florida, so I should be wearing this thing a whole lot, getting all my life out of it, because it smells so wonderful on me. In terms of projection and sillage, I would say it's better than moderate. How long it lasts on my skin? About 8+ hours. So I have no reason not to reach for this fragrance, because I absolutely enjoy this scent profile. So yeah, this is my fragrance. That's one of my faves, but I seldom pull for. It's Talea from the House of Tiziana Terenzi. All right, so next question is, what is a fragrance that you would recommend to a beginner so that they can smell unique? So my choice on this one was a little tricky for me, but I chose Cosmic Cloud from the House of Louis Vuitton. Now, the reason I chose this is because I believe that it smells unique. I don't have anything in my collection that actually smells like Cosmic Cloud. So what's in Cosmic Cloud? You have musk, black currant, there's some patchouli, and then there's some bergamot. So the notes are very simple, but it's blended really nicely, and it gives me this, I don't know, this air of sophistication. It just makes me feel like somewhat elevated, and gives me a happy vibe. It's not a loud fragrance. So, you know, it's not anything that, to me, that's offensive, but I don't find that there's anything else in my collection that is along the lines of Cosmic Cloud. Now, people probably I don't hear much people talking about this fragrance, and I think it's because of the price, because it is, you know, a little pricey, the Louis Vuitton fragrances in this bottle with the fancy cap. But yeah, I think that this is a good fragrance for a beginner to smell unique. Now, there are a bunch of other fragrances that I could talk about for beginners, but they're not, from my collection, they're not like truly unique. They're just like, everybody's gonna like them. So this is my choice for that question. Cosmic Cloud from the House of Louis Vuitton, and this is my pick for a beginner who wants to smell absolutely unique. So the next question is, what is a fragrance that you absolutely love but people hate? This one was easy because I don't hear anybody talking about this fragrance, and if I hear people talking about it, it's typically something that's like, you know, it's overrated or they don't like it. And the fragrance I'm speaking of is this one here from the House of Bond number 9, and this is Nuits de Noho. So this fragrance, I really like it. I really, really love it. It's like, to me, it's like really classy, really elegant. It's unisex, so it's not frou-frou-la-la, but it's really long lasting on my skin. There's pineapple in the opening, mandarin orange, in the middle there's some jasmine, in the base there's patchouli, vanilla, and musk. But for some reason, like, when I smell this fragrance, I smell like some nuts in there. Are there any nuts? No. There isn't any nuts, but there's some Brazilian rosewood, so maybe that's giving it that nutty vibe. So yeah, this fragrance right here, when I wear it, I get 8+ hours on my skin. I've gotten a couple compliments wearing it, so there's some sort of a sillage and projection because people do compliment it, but I never hear anybody talking about it, and the people that I have heard talk about it, they trash it, you know. So this is a fragrance that I love that people seem to hate. Nuits de Noho from the House of Bond number 9, New York. Woo-wee! This one's gonna ruffle some feathers, y'all. The question is, name a fragrance that you believe is overhyped, although you own it in your collection, but you think it's getting way too much hype. And I know I am going to ruffle feathers. Listen, don't hold it against me. It's just my opinion, okay? So the fragrance is this one right here, and I'm going to pull it up slowly. Burberry Goddess. Okay, before you like stop watching the video, hear me out. I like Burberry Goddess. I enjoy Burberry Goddess, but I just don't see why Burberry Goddess is getting all the hype. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, Burberry Goddess is my favorite vanilla. Oh, really? Well, no. I think it's a pleasant scent. I think it's a decent everyday vanilla. You know, the lavender and the ginger in the fragrance gives it a little bit more oomph. So it's not like a cupcakey vanilla. It's pretty, you know. Honestly, I think it's alright if we want to go there. But I do believe that this fragrance is overhyped. I know I am in the minority. However, this is the fragrance that I'm choosing. Do I wear it? Absolutely. Look at it. I've worn it. You know, the fragrance just came out. This is a 100 ml bottle, and I've worn it. So it doesn't really truly perform that great on my skin currently, but you know, with vanillas, you know, you kind of give it some time and it might start doing better. But yeah, this is my fragrance that I believe that, although I own it, I do believe that it is overhyped. This is Burberry Goddess from the House of Burberry. Okay, so the next question is, which fragrance in your collection currently is on the chopping block? Which fragrance is about to walk the plank? This one was easy because in my last declutter, I was thinking of decluttering her, and then I said, nah, let me give it another chance. But yeah, she's definitely on the chopping block. And the one I speak of is this one right here. And this is Jasmine Rouge. But I have Eau de Jasmine Rouge from Tom Ford. She's just not doing it for me. I've had this fragrance for a while, and every time I pull for it and I spray it, I just don't feel like I want to wear it for some reason. I mean, it's jasmine forward, of course, but there are a lot of other notes. There's cinnamon, ginger, ylang ylang, vanilla, leather. But on my skin, I get jasmine almost. It's almost, which is weird because I already decluttered Alien. It's almost giving me Alien vibes, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, this is a fragrance in my collection that's definitely on the chopping block. You may or may not see her in a declutter here coming up soon. But yeah, Jasmine Rouge from the house of Tom Ford. So the next question is, what is the last fragrance you purchased? So the last fragrance I purchased was this one right here, Valentino Donna Born in Roma Pink PP. First of all, let's take a moment. 2 moments. Moment number 1. Who named this fragrance Pink PP? Like, who thought that was a good idea? And moment number 2, the bottle. The bottle is absolutely gorgeous. And I really, to be honest with you, that's actually why I got the fragrance, because of the bottle. Now, in terms of the juice, of course it has the Valentino Donna Born in Roma DNA, but it's like a really dialed down version of that fragrance. And then it smells like there's like a little bit of like a marshmallow, like a hint of marshmallow in there, but marshmallow is not one of the notes that's listed. What's listed is mandarin, orange blossom, and vanilla. I've worn it, and it really, I mean, it's really hard not to compare a flanker to the original, right? And I've worn it, and you know, the performance is definitely nowhere near the OG. Nowhere near. It probably gave me about 4 hours on the skin, and after that, I could barely smell it on my skin. But, you know, it's the collector in me. It's the collector in me that made me buy this fragrance. But yep, Valentino Donna Born in Roma Pink PP is the last fragrance that I purchased. Pretty bottle, y'all. Gorgeous bottle. Next question, which fragrance is on the top of your wish list? So I did a video, maybe 2 videos ago, that I was talking about my wish list. And yeah, you know, my wish list is ever so long and it's a mess. But one of the fragrances that I really think that I'm serious about picking up this year is from Guerlain, and it is Spiritueuse Double Vanille. I had a decant of it and I loved it. So that's the one that's on top of my wish list. It's a boozy, it's not a loud vanilla, but it's like a boozy, just really, to me it's a little sexy too. But I just enjoyed that, the way that vanilla is done. So hence it's on my wish list. I'm hoping for a little sale, you know, a little discount, you know, give me a 15% off somewhere. But yeah, Spiritueuse Double Vanille is definitely one of the fragrances that is on top of my wish list. Okay, so the last question on the list is, which would be your one fragrance for life? I mean, this should have been harder for me because I have a whole heap of fragrances in my collection, a whole lot. But when I think of one fragrance that would just cover it all in my life in its current state, it's this one right here. It's a no-brainer, and it's Feminine Pluriel from the house of MFK. Y'all already knew. Y'all already knew it was going to be Feminine Pluriel because I love this fragrance. I love it. I'm on probably my 4th bottle, and I wear this fragrance. To me, it's an easy reach. It's just like a really feminine, sophisticated, powdery, floral, fragrance with a little bit of an edge. So there's iris, rose, violet, lily of the valley. The woodiness comes from the vetiver, and that grounds the fragrance. And like one of my girlfriends would say, it's the Pluriel for me. Feminine Pluriel from the house of MFK. This thing, even if I didn't live in the state of Florida, this fragrance, I think I said this before on the channel. I took this fragrance on a business trip to Utah, and it was 4 degrees, and this bad boy pushed through like nobody's business. So I am convinced, I know that I could wear this year round, no matter the weather, and I will be fine. So this is my fragrance that I would say is, if anybody were to come in and say, you got to get rid of everything but one, this is my girl. Feminine Pluriel from the house of MFK. Okay, y'all, so that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much at Simply Aisha for coming up with this tag, and thank you so much for letting anyone jump on it, because, you know, I was looking at the video and I'm like, oh, I didn't get tagged. No, I'm kidding. But, you know, she was kind enough and she said, just any creator, if you want to do it, just go ahead and do it. So I was really intrigued. I enjoyed the video she made, and I was really interested in answering the questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free. It really is. You know, they say nothing in America is free, but subscribing is free. So don't listen to what they say. Yep. Follow me on Instagram. And like I always say, we can be anything in this world we want to be. But while we're getting there, while we're striving, while we're persevering, smell like good people. Smell fabulous at all times. See y'all in the next one. Bye.